Hello everyone, welcome back to 3 News Now. I'm Stephanie Haney. It's Wednesday, August 5th. This is your early update for all of the things that are topping WKYC.com and our WKYC app, and everything that's impacting you here in Northeast Ohio. We start off today at noon with breaking news. Former Vice President Joe Biden will not be traveling to Milwaukee to accept the Democratic presidential nomination because of concerns related to COVID-19. The DNC organizers announced that all convention speakers, including Biden, will no longer be traveling to Milwaukee. Instead, Biden will accept the Democratic nomination from his home state of Delaware. President Donald Trump also said to Fox News that he will be giving his acceptance speech, that he is considering giving his acceptance speech for the Republican nomination from the White House rather than traveling to the Republican convention. Right now, the Democratic National Convention is scheduled from Monday, August 17th through August 20th. The DNC has said that they will still have programming, some live, some pre-recorded, but that all speakers, again, will not be traveling to Milwaukee. And the RNC is also scheduled from Monday, August 24th through Thursday, August 27th. Now to more headlines that are topping WKYC.com. Here's what we'll get into for you today. There has been a lawsuit filed over Governor Mike DeWine's order that makes last call 10 p.m. in the state of Ohio. Also, we'll tell you about how one churchgoer spread COVID-19 to 91 other people, and we're not just talking about in his neighborhood, we are talking about 5 counties where cases of COVID-19 spread from that one churchgoer. We'll let you know what is going on with Cleveland Labor Day's Oktoberfest celebration, what you need to know for next year, and also the Big Ten's fall college sports calendar is out, but you might want to hold off of putting anything on your personal calendar. We have some comments from Ohio State University athletic director and what that might mean for fall sports for Ohio State. And we will also let you know what is replacing HalloWeekends this year at Cedar Point. All right, let's get into it. There has been a lawsuit filed over the order that is stopping alcohol sales at 10 p.m. across the state of Ohio. Effective last Friday, bars and restaurants could only sell alcohol up to 10 p.m. under a new order from the Ohio Department of Health, and everything has to be off the table by 11 p.m. So last call at 10 p.m., you have until 11 p.m. to finish your drinks. Well, there has been a lawsuit filed. An attorney representing business in the Ohio area told our sister station 10 TV down in Columbus, WBNS, that they believe that this order is both unconstitutional and a lack of due process. So there was a hearing on the case this morning in Franklin County. The lawsuit has been filed against Governor Mike DeWine, the Ohio Liquor Control Commission, which, if you remember, they approved this emergency rule before Governor Mike DeWine put the order into effect, and also the Ohio Department of Public Safety. That's the organization which oversees the Ohio Investigative Unit, which is the agency that handles citations for people who are in violation of this order, for businesses who are in violation of this order. There was a similar lawsuit filed in the city of Columbus when Columbus tried to do this on its own a couple of weeks ago, and then that ordinance was put on hold while the lawsuit was set to move forward, but then this order went into effect at the state level, so now a new lawsuit on this issue. We'll continue to let you know what comes of that lawsuit, as that hearing was this morning in Franklin County. Now, Governor Mike DeWine yesterday shared the story of an Ohio churchgoer with COVID-19 who infected 91 other people. This person, a 56-year-old man in Ohio, went to a church service on June 14th. After that, 91 people from 5 different counties, so not necessarily people who only live and are contained in that area, came down with COVID-19 symptoms. The people who were impacted were ages 6 to 66, and there were at least 3 levels of transmission. So what that means is someone who was in direct contact with that man came down with symptoms. Then someone who was in contact with that person came down with symptoms, and then someone who was in contact with that person came down with symptoms that are known of. So at least 91 people. Governor Mike DeWine tweeted a graphic breaking down how this transmission happened, and I retweeted it, so you can find that on my Twitter page at _Stephanie Haney if you want to take a look at that. It's a very interesting visualization of how this happened from one person spread to at least 91 people. So in talking about this, Governor Mike DeWine said that he's sending a letter to our state's churches, synagogues, and mosques to share ways that they can better protect worshipers when it comes to COVID-19. He said that religious faiths are at the core of our great state and our country, but that it is still vital to control the spread of the virus anytime people gather together, and that includes for religious services. DeWine says it's crucial that people wear masks, practice social distancing, wash hands, and also, while indoors, make sure there is good ventilation and airflow. Now, to get you updated on what's happening here in Cleveland when it comes to our Labor Day Oktoberfest, which was scheduled for Friday, September 4th, that has been canceled here in Cuyahoga County. That was to take place at the Cuyahoga County Fairgrounds. This would have been the 16th annual festival since that festival got up and running again in 2005, but because of health and safety concerns, it will not be happening this year. The organization did say that they went through several different plans to try and adapt to see how they might be able to still make it work living in a world where we are dealing with COVID-19, but that ultimately they couldn't do it, and they said they're looking forward to creating an evolved festival in 2021, which will be a celebration of Bavarian culture like none other seen in Northeast Ohio. Now, tickets for 2021 are already available. And here's the special thing you need to know about that. So there are entertainers and other people who are going to be financially impacted by this not happening this year. So if you are in a position and you want to buy a special ticket package for 2021, for $30 extra, you can get some limited edition 2020 Cleveland Oktoberfest merchandise. We've got those details up on WKYC.com if you're interested in buying those ticket packages, either the regular ticket package for 2021 if you want to get ahead of things, or if you want to buy that special ticket package to help people who might be impacted by this event not taking place this year. Also, they will be hosting a virtual 2020 beer run, and we have information on that on WKYC.com as well. Now, the Big Ten fall sports schedule is out, but Ohio State Athletic Director Gene Smith says that the final decision has not yet been made on whether there will be a 2020 season. The new schedule came out, and that includes Ohio State University scheduled to play Michigan on October 24th. That team from up north, I know, I've gotten flack from you guys for saying the word. I'm sorry I said it. The team from up north on October 24th. Right now, Ohio State has 10 games on the calendar. Those are all in-conference games because the Big Ten has already said that all of their contests will be in conference if they happen this year. But Ohio State AD Gene Smith said that this is not a final decision, that there will actually be a season. So putting out the schedule was just the next phase in planning if there is to have a season that goes forward. The final decision has not yet been made on whether there will be a 2020 season for the Big Ten, so keep that in mind. That will come in the coming weeks in consultation with local, state, and federal authorities, so keep that in mind. We do also know that Cedar Point is adjusting. They have canceled HalloWeekends this year, but they're replacing HalloWeekends with something else, something called the Tricks and Treats Fall Fest. So Cedar Point says that this will be a family-friendly event. There will be food, entertainment, activities, and also seasonal Halloween-type merchandise. There will be rides open. There will be games, game shows, mazes, and crafts. There will be pumpkin decorating. There will also be something called the Jelly Bean Boozled Taste Off. Now, I don't know what kind of jelly beans they'll be using at Cedar Point, but if you have ever had jelly belly beans and you have gotten one of the ones that are just a little too unique maybe for your palate, you know what it's like to eat a not great jelly bean, and everybody has their flavor that they don't love. I do not love black licorice. I think it's absolutely terrible. Some of you love it. Anyway, I'm sure that will be a fun event at Cedar Point's Tricks and Treats Fall Fest. There will also be costume contests and trick-or-treating, and they encourage children to wear costumes for the trick-or-treating. So that's going to kick off on September 12th. That runs through November 1st, and it will be Saturdays and Sundays from noon to 8 p.m. We've got all those details on WKYC.com and the WKYC app as well. That's it for your 3 News Now early update for Wednesday, August 5th. I'll see you back here right after 3 p.m. with what else is topping WKYC.com and our WKYC app, as well as the new numbers from the Ohio Department of Health related to COVID-19. I'll see you back here in just a bit. I'm Stephanie Haney.